What's going on, everyone? Dare here, and welcome back to another day of Marvel Snap. I'm going to be doing a different type of video today. I'm going to be going through the entire month of November and talking about the relevant dates, when things are dropping, when things are coming, what to keep an eye out for. So definitely let me know down in the comments if you find this video relevant, if you find it helpful, and you'd like to see more of it. So just to hop directly into it, let's talk about, we have the new season starting on November 5th. It is the War of the Nine Realms. We are finally in the Asgardian season. I'm really excited about it. So on November 5th, we're going to have the season pass drop. We have Surtur that is included in that. And then we will also get variants for Thor and Odin, which I'm really kind of excited about. I've been looking forward to the Asgardian season for a while now. And then we have all the spotlight caches for the month. I'm not going to be going into detail of them, but let's talk about the dates of when they're coming. We have the spotlight cache for Frigga coming on November 5th. And that's going to, honestly, I'm saying I'm not going to go into it, but that one is going to be a really good week if you do not have Copycat and Red Guardian. Really good week. Then we also have Malekith dropping on 11/12. We have Fenris Wolf following him on November 19th. And then Gore the God Butcher to wrap it all up on November 26th. I'm really excited about the spotlight caches for this month. Like I said, I'm not going to go into detail. I do have a whole video where I walk through them and on my process on which ones I'm chasing after. I will actually probably put a little thing above if you want to check that out. Let's move on to the next thing. All right, and then probably the most important thing is the patch schedule, which they've already given us to us in advance. But we have a patch dropping on November 12th, and then we have OTAs dropping on November 14th and 28th. I almost said 18th. That would have made no sense. And so for new players, why is this pertinent? Essentially, patches are when they make changes to the clients or they add assets to the game. So this is when we're going to get big data mine dumps. This is where we're going to see what are the spotlight caches that are coming, what changes are happening in the future, what bundles are coming. The patches are the big time where we can really schedule out what we're coming for the next couple of months. Unfortunately, the last the last patch was pretty bare bones, and it did not have a lot of the information that we were hoping it was. So we still do not have the spotlight caches for December, which is honestly really unfortunate. For instance, a perfect example of why this is unfortunate is I'm sitting on 12,000 tokens currently. I have Sage pinned. I can afford to buy Sage, but I don't know if I want to buy Sage, because if she's for some reason in a spotlight cache in December, I'd rather save those tokens for something else and then just pick her up next month. But if she's not, then I want to buy her tokens now. It's all about planning resources. I know there's a lot of speculation on why they are, holding that very close to their chest. I know some people say it's Marvel Rivals. I've heard some other different theories on why they're doing it. Some people have said that they think that they're just doing this because their main marketing for us buying things is FOMO. And I really hope that's not the reason. I really hope this is not something they're going to do moving forward, is not letting us have a sneak peek of the spotlight caches for the next couple of months. But either way, that's the importance of the patches. And then I think I even skipped over the OTAs is where cards get adjustments. So on November 14th and 28th, cards going to get nerfed, cards going to get buffed. It's going to actually be usually a pretty big meta shift depending on what the changes are. Sometimes it doesn't really change anything. Other times, I mean, complete decks can be obliviated overnight. Man, I got tongue-tied there. So it's a really big dates for us to keep in mind. Once again, November 12th is a patch, and OTAs on November 14th and 28th. And then we have Deadpool's Diner. For better or worse, on whether you enjoyed it or not. Deadpool's Diner will be starting on November 21st. I imagine it will probably be running for a few weeks like it did last time. We will have King Eitri as the prize card, I guess, to attain during Deadpool's Diner. And then the change, and I'm still on the fence on how I feel about this, is that the final reward is actually not a King Eitri variant. It is a Jane Foster variant. And I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm kind of indifferent. But it would have, I don't know how I feel about it. I think the big thing is I don't really play a whole lot of Jane Foster, except maybe a negative. And it is a really cool Jane Foster variant, don't get me wrong, but it's just, I think I maybe would have preferred a King Eitri one. But either way, I'm not going to complain. It's free stuff in events. I love to see it. I want to see more of this. I want to see, more cards being given out in events and stuff like this. So I'm really, I think I'm kind of excited for Deadpool's Diner. once that kind of early rush gets out and you kind of, get to a pace of, progression, I do really enjoy it. Also, once you kind of get everything done with, I actually like just going in and handing out bubs to people. I do. I think that was a really good moment for the community when the people that had completed it started going back in and then just, snapping and giving their bubs away, which was great to see from a community standpoint. So I do like Deadpool's 9 for that. And on top of it, once you've completed it, it's once again one of those casual modes that I like to hop into to finish, alliance stuff and dailies and stuff like that. That's, less risk, less stress, and you can kind of hop in and who cares. So I am looking forward to Deadpool's Diner again, but we'll see after that first week what my mentality on it is, because I do know in the first couple of days I was really not enjoying it. But it is what it is. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts on Deadpool's Diner, whether you're excited to see it coming back or not. And let's move on to the next thing. All right, and the last thing we're going to talk about is Noteworthy Bundles. And we're going to start with ones that are currently still live. And I just kind of want to point these out because they're still going to be here when this video goes out. And the bundles for the monthly recaps are usually pretty good. If you're going to spend money on this game, they're probably the bundles to chase after. They are usually in the $10 to $15 range, which is kind of my sweet spot. I don't like spending anything more than that. We have a Carnage variant, we have a Venom one, and then we have an Iron Man variant. Out of the three, I would probably lean more towards the Iron Man one. This is the one that I did pick up because it's $10 and you get collector's tokens. I value collector's tokens way above everything else in this game. I think that any bundle that is cheap and, has a pretty decent currency value is probably worth chasing after with collector's tokens. The other two, I mean, they're still good value. They're not bad. I mean, I would probably myself personally lean towards Venom, which I'm not going to get the Carnage or the Venom one, mainly because I'm sick of seeing Carnage and Venom. I know we're in the middle of a symbiote season, but can we please get anybody else in these bundles moving forward? Just because I think Carnage and Venom are the two cards I have the most variants of. They're very popular to show up in these bundles, and I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to see some other characters. But yeah, I would lean more towards the Venom one because it has more gold, and I would probably value gold more than I do credits. But that's just me personally. If you're early in your collection level, you probably would value the credits more. But either way, they're both pretty decent bundles to get. I would lean towards the Iron Man one, probably more than the other two. The next bundles we're going to talk about is in the same vein. Like I said, I do not like spending more than $10 to $15 on bundles. And even at that, I only get like one, maybe two if it's like a really sweet deal a month. But we do have a Sunspot one on November 15th, and we'll have a Heimdall one for $15 on November 5th. Both of these are pretty decent bundles. They have a really good currency conversion from cash to credits and gold. And if you are going to spend money on it, they're probably the ones to get just from a pure currency value. I generally like I said, I get the season pass, and then I'll maybe get one or two bundles a month. Just because, I mean, my success is kind of tied to Marvel Snap being successful at this point. So I do like to spend a little bit of money on the game. I think that puts me, in dolphin territory? I have no idea. What's the threshold? What's the threshold for dolphins, and when do you become a whale? But I think overall, I generally end up spending with the season pass. Actually, I use the Galaxy Store coupon, so I only spend like $1 on the season pass, and then with usually $10 or $15 bundle, I usually end up spending less than 20 bucks on the game a month, which I think is very feasible for something that I spend so much time on. But either way, those are decent ones. Let's move on to a couple of the other bundles. Now we're going to talk about the gold bundles, and honestly, I am somewhat disappointed. Let's look at the first one. The first one is called Inner Peace. It is dropping on November 6th. It is a Swordmaster bundle for 3,000 gold. It is 4,000 credits, and do not get this bundle. It is not good. Please do not get this bundle. I mean, there is a case for someone that's early in their collection that needs the credits to, start getting some Series 3 cards. But the conversion rate from gold to credits on this is terrible. It's not a good bundle at all. Don't waste your time, which is a shame because I actually really like this Swordmaster variant. And I'm not going to lie, I think out of all the cards in the game, I find myself liking Swordmasters the most. He's got some really cool variants, but this one's not good. It's not. There are other better ways to spend gold to get credits. This one is really not that good at all. And on top of it, Swordmaster's a Series 1. I feel like if they would have put a Series 4 card in here, I may have leaned more towards like, yeah, give it a whirl. You know, get that Series 4 card. But as a Series 1 card for 4,000 credits for 3,000 gold, it's not good. It's not good. And the other gold bundle for the month is probably, oh God, is it worse? I'm gonna say I think it's worse. We have Ice in Her Veins. It drops on November 27th. It is for White Queen. For 4,500 gold, you get a Spotlight Key, a border, and a White Queen variant. Don't. Please. Do not reinforce this. Like this, or yeah, do not reinforce this behavior. This is a bad bundle. I personally, which for me, I value tokens way above Spotlight Keys. I do. I put tokens way up there. There's a lot of reasoning behind that because a Spotlight Key does not guarantee you anything. I mean, Spotlight Keys value, it fluctuates depending on how many keys you already used that week. It also doesn't guarantee you a new card. Tokens do. I hate this bundle. It's not good. Especially going back. I mean, White Queen is a Series 1 that sees no play. I mean, I don't think there is any relevant deck that contains her, which is a shame because, you know, White Queen is a really cool card, but yeah, like she sees no play. This is not a good bundle at all, which is really disappointing because, I mean, we've had some really good gold bundles the past couple of months. I think I've become reliant on the, you know, 3,500 gold for 3,000 tokens and a variant. That Kitty Pride one from a couple months ago was honestly peak. Like, why can't we keep getting more like that? But we don't. We do not have a gold to token bundle this month, which is really, really disappointing. But it is what it is. You know, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Unfortunately, in this case, I think the best way to, you know, show my displeasure is through my wallet. So I definitely will not be getting either of these bundles. There is one other bundle this month that I think is kind of worth pointing out. There is a Black Friday sale, and it's pure currency. It's $15. You get 2 black borders, matte black borders with 1,500 credits and 1,500 gold. If you are purely chasing currency and progression, this is probably the bundle to chase after, I suppose, for $15. Its conversion rate's really good. You do get a lot of currency for your $15 in this one. So this one's actually not that bad. So yeah, that's probably the one that I would chase after most, just based on currency value. Is disappointing, but you know, it is what it is. There's always next month. Okay, I wanted to keep this short and sweet, so I hope I managed to do so. That's the important dates for the month, the things to keep an eye out for. I am still, you know, a little bit disappointed that we do not have a gold to tokens bundle this month, but it is what it is. They've been treating us pretty good with that lately. I think it's just a shame because the token Tuesdays just it's not it either. But either way, I am really excited for the month. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I am bummed out about the bundles, and maybe they'll actually put some more in there on the November 12th patch, but you know, I'm not going to get my hopes up too much. But overall, really excited about the Asgardian season. There's a lot of really cool cards. There's a lot of spotlight caches I cannot wait to dive into. And honestly, Deadpool's Diner coming back around will be a really nice, I guess, change of pace. So really excited about it. Let me know down in the comments, you know, what you're excited for, what you are most looking forward to in November, whether it's Deadpool's Diner, whether it is a certain card. And yeah, we can go from there. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I hope you found this relevant and helpful. Please hit that like button if you did. Hit that subscribe button for more of my content. And I will see you guys all in the next one. See you later.